Kimberly Guilfoyle's departure from Fox News in 2021 made headlines, but what really happened behind the cameras is a story filled with ambition, controversy, and high-stakes drama that most of the public never saw. On the surface, it was presented as a career pivot, a move to pursue new opportunities. But peel back the layers, and the narrative is far more complicated, revealing a tangled web of internal tensions, power struggles, and personal choices that shook one of cable news' most powerful networks. Guilfoyle had long been one of Fox News' brightest personalities. Known for her charisma, bold commentary, and a commanding presence on air, she had cultivated a career that combined political savvy with television appeal. Viewers saw confidence, glamour, and determination, but behind the scenes, her rise was marked by friction with colleagues, a culture of competitiveness, and a growing sense that her ambitions extended beyond the newsroom. Those who worked closely with her describe a woman fiercely driven, unapologetically ambitious, and unwilling to be boxed into a single role, traits that would ultimately define both her success and her conflicts. Tensions escalated in the months leading up to her exit. Fox News insiders reveal that Kimberly's growing involvement in political campaigns, high-profile personal relationships, and public appearances outside the network began to blur the lines between journalism and politics. This dual identity created friction with management, colleagues, and even mentors who had once championed her. Allegations surfaced of heated meetings, disputes over editorial direction, and clashes with executives who questioned whether her outside pursuits compromised the network's credibility. While no official statements confirmed these internal conflicts, whispers of internal power struggles painted a vivid picture of an environment on edge. The drama didn't stop at the office. Kimberly's personal life intersected with her professional trajectory in ways that intensified scrutiny. High-profile relationships, social media presence, and political involvement made her one of the most talked-about figures in conservative media circles. The media environment thrives on perception, and Guilfoyle's visibility and the controversies surrounding her amplified speculation. For viewers, she was a figure of charisma and influence. For colleagues, she was both a rising star and a lightning rod for tension, creating a perfect storm that made a split almost inevitable. Financial incentives reportedly played a role as well. Sources suggest that lucrative opportunities outside Fox News, including political fundraising and speaking engagements, created a conflict between loyalty to the network and personal gain. The network, facing its own legal and public relations challenges at the time, may have viewed Kimberly's ambitions as misaligned with the brand's long-term strategy. Behind closed doors, executives weighed the benefits of retaining a high-profile anchor against the risks of growing internal discord, ultimately deciding that parting ways was the cleaner solution. Kimberly's departure also illuminated a broader truth about high-profile media careers. They are rarely linear, often requiring calculated risks, personal sacrifices, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. Leaving Fox News was not just about conflict or ambition. It was about positioning herself in a landscape that offered influence, visibility, and control in ways that a traditional newsroom could not provide. For Kimberly, it was a strategic gamble, and one that would redefine her public identity almost immediately. The fallout was dramatic and public. Headlines speculated about rifts, internal feuds, and even legal disputes, while social media amplified every rumor. Critics painted her as opportunistic, supporters praised her boldness, and the narrative became a chess game of perception versus reality. Yet beneath the sensationalism lies a story of calculated risk-taking and personal agency, a woman navigating a world where talent, ambition, and influence collide in unpredictable ways. In the years since leaving Fox News, Kimberly Guilfoyle has maintained her high profile, embracing roles in politics, media commentary, and public speaking. Her visibility continues to provoke debate, admiration, and criticism in equal measure, but one fact remains clear. Her exit from Fox News was less an ending than a pivot. It marked the transition from network anchor to independent force, someone willing to leverage notoriety and influence in ways few media personalities attempt. Ultimately, the story of Kimberly Guilfoyle's departure is about power, ambition, and the complex interplay between personal choices and professional consequence. It's about how a single decision, when, why, and how to leave a major network can ripple across careers, industries, and public perception. It's a reminder that the television persona we see is only the surface, and that behind every headline is a calculated, human story of risk, strategy, and reinvention. By understanding the drama behind Kimberly's exit, we see more than a sensational headline. We see a lesson in agency, strategy, and the cost of ambition in high-stakes environments. She left Fox News not simply because of conflict, nor merely for opportunity, but because she recognized that influence, visibility, and personal legacy sometimes require bold, irreversible choices. In the end, her story challenges viewers to reconsider what they think they know about public figures and reminds us that in media, as in life, the real drama often happens off camera.